Oh well. It's time to get to start. I want to continue on with the campaign, hopefully get ever so closer to finishing it, for I feel doing the standard contract work is going to get a little bit boring with the difficulty revamp they did. Since if my last stream was any indication, they were pretty damn simplistic, they were really damn straightforward. They were, yeah, only a single lance of like 4 mechs, was it? For the actual battle itself, and there was no reinforcement squad for the assassination. Which is a bit of a letdown for me, mainly because I've been conditioned, never mind the fact I profited from such harder difficulties with the assassination battle. For crying out loud, I got 3 assault mechs out of that, because they were sort of overtuned a little bit. The only one I didn't get from those contracts, of course, well actually I'm wrong, the Awesome and the Highlander I got from the story mission. The Atlas I got thanks to this stability damage from the Highlander, and of course before the nerf or buff to stability damage. And the Battlemaster I got shortly after that. I can't remember if that was a story mission now that I think of it. But I made a lot of reworks, a lot of retweaks there. Most of it is just repositioning where I put the ammo in all seriousness. But for the Highlander that was crippled, heavily crippled, I decided to partly go with what Hell's Dog suggested in the last stream. He linked me a bunch of different loadout variants, which simply put involved a lot of large lasers on them. And SRM-6s as opposed to LRMs, which is kind of odd, but I partially took that advice. I kept the jump jets, which would have been stripped out otherwise, and instead of 3 large lasers on this thing and 2 SRM-6s, I'm going to go with 2 large. The 2 SRM-6s I just looted from the last mission, while keeping my jump jets. I'm going to have to watch how the heat management is, but this thing, with the massive heat, the buff to increase the heat management of those large lasers is going to be really well felt, which is probably part of the reason why the large lasers were so popular anyway, at least with what Hell's Dog showed me. But I think that's the plan. Everything's going to be refit in time to get to Guldra here, which is our next mission. Hell, I may want to reposition some of the ammo on some of my mechs since I'm still going to have like 4, maybe 5 days before we actually get there. And I do have my windows cross-drafted a little bit. I'm really hoping I'm hoping it doesn't bleed into the microphone too much there. So we got power spike in the med bay, so something short circuit. Sadly, we moved away from a manufacturing world because it does not seem like a good idea to stand still all day, if I were to be honest. Power down the Argon, replace the relay. I think we have much. This is going to backfire if I choose to repair the med bay without turning off the power. Although, what else is going to go wrong, I wonder? Is time going to pass, I wonder? Oh, morale decreases. That I can live with. Jeez. I had such a good streak of morale anyway. Never mind the fact I still have several structures that I can build for boosting morale even further. Needless to say, I am not worried about this prospect. I was worried it was going to be a lot worse, especially if I try not to cut power. Alright, more fees? Hell, I can correct this right away by being generous for the month. We are doing well. I got plenty of funds to spend. And if we can continue to do story missions, I'm not going to worry about going broke anytime soon. How are we doing? Oh, it's just loading in the jump. I was wondering what was going on there first, but I did want to check see how much time I actually would have before my mechs got refit. Since it is still going to take like a day or so for each one of them to get their ammo swapped around. And I'm wondering, can I speed this up? No, I can't. Despite the fact that they made that patch to kind of speed things up in game, they sadly have not speeded up too much for his campaign, since it is getting to the point where this is kind of repeating itself consistently, to the point it's not all that exciting anymore. And speaking of which, let's see, we got our mech bays just about done. What else needs swapping around for ammo? I don't think I swapped the Griffin's ammo around just yet. I'm going to try and make this quick. Ooh, and I just saw Uther's Deadeye's quote up top there. That's a nice little treat. Because, yeah, from what I'm finding more and more, it seems like the legs are slenderly getting shot at. I do need to make sure they're heavily armored still. So that way a lucky hit with an autocan 20 or something doesn't immediately kill my ammo in the process. Let's see. The dragon, I'm pretty certain I already swapped you. Let me double check. Yeah, we're looking good. I may not worry too much about all this afterwards, since all the main mechs I have in mind are already swapped, and I think the trebuchet was already changed. Did I put them on the legs? I think I already put the alarm on the legs when I made the swap. Yes, I did. Downgrading basically from an LRM 15 to an LRM 10. Oh no, there's no work to be done, so don't worry about that. I think it's all it says it's gonna be. So let's continue on. I want to get to Guldra, and ideally, I'm really eager to try out that BattleTech mod. Although, I mentioned it before, I don't think I'm gonna do a real playthrough of that. Just try it out for a couple episodes, just to kind of like add some additional content and give some good exposures to some of these mods too, since it is, again, a sandbox mode, which means it's just going to keep on going until you get bored of it, which may not be very appealing for me anyway. Now, what am I trying to do there? Oh yeah, upgrades and all done. It's including the ship upgrades. So, what do I want to boost up? Because we can continue to boost the medbay. So far, that hasn't been a huge issue yet. I do want these medbay upgrades for when things do go horribly wrong. But when they cost 2.2 mil, maybe not. They can't really get anything else besides more medbay. The traffic's starting to get really loud, it sounds like. I apologize if that's bleeding in through the mic. I'm just going to close it now. That should help a little bit, maybe. And it's not been too terribly hot today, so I should be fine. But I am going to get the machine shop, continue boosting the tech, improve the tech bay or the power bay, and then upgrade engines. Maybe I'll worry about the recreation pretty damn soon, especially when they give me like 2 morale each. I can't object to that. Well, most of them give me 2 morale. The cheaper ones are only 1. Alright. That's fine. 3 days to Guldra, let's keep these upgrades going. And they are technically taking a month for each of these Argo upgrades at this point. So I don't have to worry about spending too much funds. I think we're ready to proceed. I just gotta keep in mind my pilot skills. Since I hold off on that for a good reason, it's still irritating that there's no easy way for me to upgrade my pilots in the mech bay or preparing for a mission. Then I either set Crunch is in high spirits, so I'm tempted to take her. I just don't know what's required of this mission. With that said, and it's about to expire too, so this would be the do or die time for benefiting off that. Can I make you a master tactician? No, I cannot. But if I hold off for a turn, I think I want the overheat threshold, since if I'm going to take you, you're probably going to be in the battle master. With that said, Mech warrior training complete. I'm considering taking you there, Crunch. Behemoth, your mech has been refit, it's been reconditioned. So it remains to be seen if it's going to be a good thing or not. And I don't know who I want for my 4th. I already have Deadeye, so I shouldn't need Glitch, you would think. Oh, I almost always need a good scout, though. I gotta keep in mind how's the experience with all my other soldiers. With that said, considering I do have the Gamma Pod now, the full training facilities, that should help a lot. At least with backup troops. It is like, what, 50 experience a day? So if I'm not moving around a lot, it's not actually helping me. Let's get this going. It's time for a mission. Now, what's the briefing that we're about to get here? I need to know what we're up against so that way I can properly field my lance. So we're picking up restoration distress frequency. The timestamp is marked a couple hours ago. By the time you receive this message, I'll be captured. I'm pretty certain I mentioned that in the mission description when I agreed to travel here. So it's convenient that they knew about it before I even did. I've got hostiles closing around me as I'm recording this. I don't know how much time I have left. Evidence is hidden in a dead drop. It was the best I could do, given the circumstances. Go to my grandfather's monument. You remember the place where we laid him to rest. In the mountains, so. The directorate paved it over and built a structure right over the top of it. Look there and you'll find what you need. I can hear the sound of splintering hardwood, so he's gonna get captured. I think we're still gonna try and rescue him, huh? I need you to win this war. Do whatever you have to do. Just finish it. The bastards took him. Yes, they did. That was sort of what we were feared. Am I gonna actually volunteer with a rescue team, even though we still need to get the information? Let's get the rescue team. I'm just gonna volunteer for it. Leave space for me. Yeah, I kind of figured she would want to go save him. even though this is probably not the smartest play, considering that intel would be so damn important right now. First we cover Alexander, then we focus on picking up the evidence and getting the hell off Guldra. We have his subdermal transponder signal on my screen. They're moving him, probably an APC. If we launch mechs now, we may be able to catch up to it. Do we wait for intel? Time is of the essence. I feel like we have to be swift. I don't think it makes a difference, mind you. Someone might object. Assemble your lance, three of your best. I'll be joining you in the Atlas, so we want big, heavy firepower, sounds like. So much for train my full lance, but what does Lady Orano have for skills? Breaching shots, multi-target and bulwark. Perfect. It seemed really odd she didn't have bulwark before, at least I'm thankful she has it now. And of course she has the Atlas too, she's been showing off some. With that said, do I take Deadeye? Oh yeah. I kind of want Crunch for this. Let me think on that quite a bit. We do have a gunner in Lady Orano, which is going to feel weird. We have an extra assault mech. Well, we're going to have two extra assault mechs. How do I feel about this? I would like more... I would like an actual sharpshooter. Although Behemoth technically is a sharpshooter now with the large lasers. Have a look at it. I could have gotten a third large laser, mind you, but I want to keep the jump jets. And sadly, my heat sink potential is permanently hindered because of the loss of 2 double heat sinks in that last battle. So that's going to be felt a tiny bit, which is easily alleviated some by cutting out one of the large lasers. So there's still benefit to that. But I am going to have to watch how the heat efficiency affects it as this campaign goes on. And I was really curious about the heat difference or how hot this place is. It looks like I'm just going to be able to minimize stability damage quite a bit. Hopefully this goes well. The Battlemaster is kind of like the fastest of the assault mechs here, and I have my Dragon for good spotting. Maybe I should have considered switching the L-arms on the Dragon so that way I can have the tonnage for extra armor on that thing, since it's going to be so damn valuable. So damn important to give that Dragon some armor, I think, now. Nonetheless, I think we're ready. We're going to give this a try, and I would hate to have to redo this mission, so we're going to try and keep ourselves focused and aware of everything that could go wrong. Let's try not to rush it too much, despite inconvenience with the campaign missions being a bit of a dick. So I'm going to proclaim anyway. Although, okay, I was worried things was frozen there. I find it kind of odd there, considering I did install BattleTech onto my solid state drive, right? So you would think this would not be too much of an issue. You would think. I'm going to have to double check on that though. 3 million, 3 max salvage, this seems, and it's like 3.5 skull mission. So hopefully, my Dragon Medusa is going to be able to sensor lock pretty much anything that I'm going to be able to isolate and shoot at. So I don't think I'm too worried about that. I just got to be aware of what gives me vision, since that is still not the most convenient. Unless I commit to the sensor lock first, which is a bit of a problem. I would like to know where I can minimize shots. How are we looking, Darius? You're approaching a convoy. Alexander's locator signal puts them on an APC in the middle of the group. It's surrounded by a pack of armed escorts. So it sounds like there's not really much of mechs just yet. So the refueling depot, that's where they're heading, are they? I can tell you that a small group of attack vehicles waiting at the depot. The good news is that their communications are down. They're prepping to depart for a local repair yard. If you can engage the convoy outside of the attack vehicle's sensor range, they should depart on their own. Like I said, they're on a schedule, but if they catch sight of you before they leave, they'll have to contend with them too. Doesn't sound too difficult if it's just a bunch of vehicles, right? Although that still means demolishers and a lot of heavy vehicles. And I do have decent mobility, and I have jump jets to help a little bit. I gotta be mindful of how much distance I can traverse, which I don't think I want to go on that, since it's not even going to tell me, is it? I want to know if that actually slows me down. Rough terrain. Yeah, reduces movement speed, so I do not want to go there, and I have no idea if that actually will let me walk through it either. So that sells that, and Medusa's in like the worst spot too.
Good to go.
Destroy the escort forces. It doesn't sound too difficult, but I was given an atlas for this mission,
Copy that.
which makes it sound it's not going to be no small feat.
Heading out.
I at least have jump jets on the Highlander. The sprint bonus is going to be useful, and Medusa can at least spot them relatively well. How many LRMs do I have? The Atlas 2, and just the Dragon, since I don't have any LRMs left on Behemoth to kind of soften them up. I'm going to be relying heavily on direct fire, which can be really inconvenient for some of this map layout. So I already am missing my LRM 20. With that said, even if it wasn't an upgrade one.
Ready for orders.
Medusa, yeah, I know you're going to spot them if I just do a regular move, right? I want to just move, spot. I don't know if this will actually see him or not, though, to be perfectly honest.
Orders.
And I know Behemoth can't actually see anything if she or she can't shoot anything if she goes up there. So we'll use you to get sensor lock, or at least spot them if there's anything.
I've got a sensor trace.
And this helps justify how I play with Medusa. Although, I gotta remember, combat starts as soon as I sensor lock anyway, so that was a stupid thought.
On it.
Since if I really commit to that, then it'll immediately end my turn, then I'm gonna be caught completely flat-footed with these soldiers. Or these mech warriors. Since my two biggest ones are pretty much gonna be way in the back. Well, really, it's just the Atlas 2.
Regan people.
And the Battlemaster in Crunch. I don't think I made any tweaks to my Battlemaster yet. It still has the machine guns. I, again, just swapped around the ammo positions. 10-ton vehicle. Geez, that thing's going fast. We have to destroy escort. Ensure that the APC survives. I wonder, is that our APC? It's a target, that's all I know.
Yes, Commander.
That is all I know. And I wasn't paying attention. 55-ton medium mech. 2 35-tonners have yet to move. I would love to just reserve. Reserve, let them go, and whatever the hell this thing is, I might... It's 10 tons, so that's probably the APC there, but geez, you're doing an awful job staying with your group. You're just asking to get picked off. But I need to keep it alive, alas. There's not really much choice for me. You're just making it really damn difficult. Especially with reinforcements. I thought I was supposed to stay out of line of sight of these things. Why is there reinforcements coming this way, damn it?
What's up, boss?
At least that's the impression I got. I thought that they were planning on leaving if I avoid direct line of sight. Then this would not be an issue. Apparently, it's an issue. And I gotta keep in mind, how do I want to do this? Since we have a 55-ton mech there, I have no idea what it is yet.
Waiting for
Crunch is not going to be able to get in position anytime soon unless I sprint with her. I was thinking maybe a sensor locking with her, but since she has no LRMs anyway, it doesn't help me. So we do have large vehicles here. Well, 60-ton, they're probably not quite SRM carriers, but I could be wrong.
Yes, I hear you.
Kamiya, you have little choice but to kind of sprint forward. And maybe deal with those heavy vehicles for me. And Behemoth, again, you're going to have a hard time hitting anything. Maybe if you go there. Oh, sensor lock. So that was the turret. It was on the Battlemaster. Not a big deal yet, but if any of them have missiles, that might be an issue. Thankfully, sensor lock only pays really on something that moves first, not so much if they move last. Behemoth, is there a way I can get you to engage anything? No. I'd rather just commit to you sprinting as much as possible.
Understood. Moving fast.
I don't even know if that's the APC right there or not, the 10-ton vehicle. It probably is. I'm not going to be able to stop it. And here comes the missiles. Okay, so these are the vehicles. I do have evasion stacks and indirect fire to help a lot in dodging this or mitigating it. Because, good God, that's a lot of missiles. That had to be an LRM carrier, right? Right? I don't think a turret has that many missiles available. These all are on initiative 2 and that. So I gotta be cautious. If I let Medusa go out here out in the open.
Moving out.
But I gotta start engaging sometime. So it's a Griffin, another turret there. And you're just a large laser Griffin. And there's no point sentinel locking with you either. Not yet. So we're just gonna... Actually... No, I can't even see any of the other vehicles. That's a bit of a shame. So we'll just brace then. No point burning my ammo and leaving me a little bit vulnerable to dang all the direct fire I'm about to take. Hezri, take out those escorts. I was thinking maybe I could jump this quickly, but I guess not. I don't know what to make of all this so far. I thought the plan when they talked about the forces at the station here,
Holding firm.
that I wouldn't have to worry about them if I stay out of line of sight. Maybe I'm misinterpreting that some. Since that's the refueling station, are they talking about this? Are they talking about this facility over here? Maybe. If I take too long, the APC will be on the move again. Maybe that's what they're referring to. Maybe. Nonetheless, I want to start detecting what these things are. I would like to. Would it be better for evasion stacks or wood cover? Since I'm likely going to take a lot of missile flak. Actually, let me reserve. I can wait. I can sort of wait. Those 60-ton vehicles shouldn't be able to get direct line of sight unless they have LRMs. And that's a striker, was it? Okay, it was a striker. Apparently they have pilot skills on them too, like this one's a flanker. I wonder if that means they can shoot and move. Assuming if that's what a flanker is, mind you. With the ace pilot skill. It's a good thing I reserved because that would have been at least a little bit of damage on them. A little bit more than I would be comfortable with. Now these 60-ton vehicles, it remains to be seen if they have LRMs or not. Which they do not. So if I'm going to engage them, I have to engage them with indiscriminate justice, basically. I want to make sure I kill them off before they get to act. So the situation kind of warrants I go directly at them. What do I want to kill? LRM-10, SRM-6. So these strikers are the most scariest. Is it possible I can kill it with just the Medusa though? And I can vigilance. There's nothing wrong with me using vigilance here. I just don't want to go too far forward since... Well, what's the layout looking like? Yeah, they would see me if they poke over to the left more. I want to maximize my damage and kill these things as quickly as possible.
Coordinates received.
Hopefully Medusa can do it. That'll make my life a little bit easier. The brace is just as insurance in case. Although, now that I think of it, my rear may have been exposed to whatever was shooting all those LRMs. How much armor? It could happen. Not likely though. Especially when I miss a laser. Nope. I'm gonna have to multi-target if I can get a multi-target on, since Kamiya's nowhere close. What's next?
Commander.
Behemoth could probably go next. We could try to jump there. I would be in the woods, so it's not terrible, and I kind of want her to take the shots if anyone is gonna take shots. Don't think I'm gonna burn vigilance again, though. That could be a mistake, considering the valuable Gauss rifle is getting shot at. Oh yeah, and I forgot how close I was to you. I can correct that. Some. You do have cover, though. It's only 65%. The heat is manageable, very manageable with the jump even. I don't know if I'll regret this or not, because of the lack of using vigilance. But damn good damage. Still, I didn't steady the thing.
I've been sensor locked.
That was kind of silly.
Ready
I
for
thank you for not putting on Behemoth, mind you, but it's still damn silly. And I'm not quite gonna get a good shot there. Where can Kamiya go with that said? Only can fire LRMs. Ooh, she gets direct line of sight there. And she does have multi-target.
I'll make it happen.
Let's see if she can at least kill the one striker. And then we'll try and commit to killing the Griffin if it's possible. If it's at all possible. Oh, wait. You have multi-target sensor lock and... Wait. I thought you had bulwark. I am really weird. I'm really confused. I'm pretty certain you had bulwark when I selected you, right? I don't know what to believe in anymore. This game is getting weird. Maybe she has all the skill sets, which would be kind of interesting. And I can only fire the LRM-20 on the striker. And it's going to generate a lot of heat, so let's plan this properly. 25 heat. And what's the damage? 40 damage, so it's just like a regular. I think we go all out. Hit them when they're at their strongest with everything we got.
Copy that.
And maybe the LRM-20 will kill the striker if I'm so lucky. Well, that was kind of odd. Since it looked like the LRM was mostly shooting the Griffin and not so much the striker. But you're down. Battlemaster should have an easy time finishing you off if I can get a good center torso cold shot. Although sadly, Crunch does not have cold shot mastery, which I love how that's phrased. Being able to get the ultimate cold shot bonus. Oh god, all those missiles though is terrifying. Maybe those are coming from the turrets and I should deal with them quickly. But the objective states I should take out the escort first, so we'll do that first, just to be safe.
Got it.
And I don't think I have to worry about the striker anymore once I kill this dang thing. If it's crippled enough, Medusa may be able to finish it off. Gotta keep an eye on my heat, so no PPC for this one for good measure, since it still has its 6 medium lasers.
On it.
Give me that kill. I don't know how much of that actually hit the center torso, but we got it.
Enemy
2 down, one of which was the really beefy mech. Can I one-shot? Well, not with Medusa. I don't think I can one-shot
Orders.
this dang thing. So I found out, and I am braced, so I should, for all intents and purposes, just reserve, because I don't think there's any way I can kill that striker, can I? It is not likely. Only if they all hit the same area, which again, seems really unlikely. And I'm surprised that that can even hit. In all honesty, this line of sight indicator makes me not want to commit to this, since it clearly looks like it's not going to hit. I'm a little concerned. If this does not work as I'm being told, then I almost want to argue this game is a little more broken than it was in the patch. Oh, thank God. Thank God, let's... I forgot about the evasion stack, mind you.
All weapons.
But we got the auto cannon hit. The lasers are true. And we were close, but not close enough. And I do have evasion stacks to help deal with that. Not terrible.
Damage minimal.
But all these 60-ton vehicles are going to get to move before any of my assault mechs get to go, since none of them have vigilance. So what happens here? They're driving away. That's fine. Maybe my life would have been a lot easier if I just took a bunch of light mechs. Maybe. Because then maybe I could have killed that convoy with enough raw burst damage. And sadly, I cannot get to them, the 60-ton vehicles, just yet. Alright, Crunch. Let's see. I want to see if anyone can shoot over there and do damage. Not quite.
orders.
So we're just going to focus on what shots we can get. Well, hopefully stay in a line of sight and then massacre these vehicles next turn, if I'm so lucky. Gotta remember heat. And I gotta remember, ooh, your lasers can still shoot. You only need one hit with the SRM, so I'm tempted just to not fire with anything but the SRMs, if I were to be honest. But you cool down, this is good enough. Good.
Follow me to
I was a little bit worried I wouldn't get that one hit I needed. Last escort's down. Alexander, can you hear me? We're gonna try and rescue you. Oh, it's a trap. What the hell just happened? What are we... I don't have a clue what just happened there. Since it seemed like it skipped and it just moved on through. I'm gonna assume a transport picked him up. On the other hand, you should have killed me when you had the chance.
New sensor contacts. I've got hostile units converging on your location.
Oh well. Now I'm thankful I didn't go with those lights and mediums.
Hostages is a coward's move. If you wanted to fight me, you should have come yourself.
When I send you to hell, be sure to tell Lord Carosas that.
I want to deal with these vehicles. Ideally as quickly as possible, especially since I'm going to get a sensor lock on me I gotta keep in mind too, so I think this justifies using Vigilance, since those were PPC carriers I was seeing over on the left, and they're in the prime position to shoot at me. My Gauss rifle still doesn't have the best shot, but I'm willing to chance it, since we got a lot of firepower here.
Confirmed.
Give me that kill. Can you give me that kill? Because look at all that SRM damage. Ooh, perfect. The last two SRMs did what they needed. We got some work to do here, and I gotta figure out where's the best place to put Kamiya, with that said.
Reading you loud and clear.
Since I don't think this is a good position for her to go that way, I will need her to go down the slope. But she still has an LRM to help contribute. Let's get the speed up. I wasn't going to wait until that dang Atlas started picking up speed, so at least it's handy in that regard. But I think I would use it more for the space traveling in all honesty, since we're kind of done with seeing the warp jump or the jump ship moving around repeatedly. That is a lot of missiles. I seriously need to take those turrets seriously, I think. I'm assuming they're the turrets anyway. At least these front two look like they're just large laser batteries. It's the impression I'm getting. And I am in a good position for Behemoth to shoot them down. Ooh, everyone's inspired. Oh boy.
Got an unknown on sensors.
Oh, it's only a light mech. Probably a Jenner, but it's only a light mech. Oh, it's another light mech. That's not scary either. It's a Locust. Ah, I take that back. This thing's gonna peck at me and I won't be able to kill it.
Standing by.
That's kind of what Medusa's for. Hell, Medusa could take on both these mechs ideally. Only problem, of course, is they brace, so that doesn't really matter just yet. So maybe I brace with Medusa with that said. Ooh, it's a fire star. You're scary. Because of your dang heat sinks. And there's no point shooting them because of all the dang evasion stacks they have on, so we'll brace. I want to say Medusa could take him out, but then we found out one of them has 4 flamethrowers on him. That have been nerfed, mind you, apparently, since I was talking about in my multiplayer matches how potentially the flamers could be incredibly problematic in multiplayer, and apparently, what is it, Paradox? Well, not Paradox, but Harebrained Schemes kind of agreed with me there. For they nerfed their ammo count on the flamethrowers. I forget by to how much though. Do I move a few? You are vigilant. I could reserve a few. It wouldn't hurt to. Since ideally, if I can get you to shoot a turret and kill it, especially when these things aren't all that scary, a bulldog might be. I forget you have an Arcan 10, right? No, you have just a large laser. I take that back. You're not scary at all, and you didn't even shoot at me.
Standing by.
So I wonder what your problem is, buddy. Ooh, and you have breaching shots. This would be a good opportunity for multi-target. Gotta make sure somehow I can hit with everything. Which means Lady Kamiya goes over here. Does it allow for it? It allows for it some, but the accuracy is not the best, and I can only hit with missiles apparently. Gotta keep that in mind too. So just make your way down. Try not to make yourself too tempting a target, but again, you're also my biggest assault mech after all. So I don't want you to die, but I want you to take the shots for me. Oh, and you can't shoot at anything. I put you in the worst place of the two worlds, didn't I? And it's telling me you have line of sight there. Oh well. It was only LRM 20. And if I shot the Firestar, I would have done crap anyway.
What's up, boss?
Crunch, what do I do with you? I want to reveal these turrets and start taking them out if I were to be really serious.
On the move.
So let's start on that. Whatever one has the LRM's boat, I want to believe that's just large lasers there because it's sensor locked. ASLT turret. Oh. That's just the faction.
Got a lock.
Heavy laser turret, yeah, it's the LRMs are on the turrets back there. That I don't have sensor of yet. And now I'm direct line of sight, that's kind of why I'm afraid of it. Very light damage though, but that stability damage is going to be a pain after a while.
Waiting for orders.
Let's deal with the lasers, especially for medium lasers. Okay, is it possible to get you an SRM range? Probably not. It's looking like no. So we'll just have you stand still and cool off some. Yeah, since you actually do cool off with these 2 laser shots, you're not going to be able to kill a dang turret. Not on your own anyway. So maybe I take that back and we'll finish off this one bulldog. At least get some actual... reduce some of their damage. Although I overshot, didn't I? I forgot the SRMs would have fired too.
One more for the trashies.
And now you generate heat as a result, and I can move you. Which I don't think I want to do yet. At least spread out the damage a little bit for crunch if at all possible. Since that PPC carrier might take shots at us. Since they're what, right up there along that road? And I think our mission is going to take us over to the next facility that we're trying to avoid too. That has a lot of defenses that are supposed to be moving out. Subdermal, yeah, they learned about the subdermal transponder and cloned the signal. Keep fighting down there. Samir and I are working on getting a fix on his actual location. Please do.
Not bad, cousin. But I am not finished with you yet.
Ooh, I look forward to knocking her out of her catapult again. Although somehow I get the feeling she's got a bit of an upgrade now. Since the K2 would be a bit of a joke at this point, wouldn't it? I may have to sensor lock on you. Which is going to be tricky, since Medusa's the one. I sensor lock with Crunch, and if I could do enough stability damage to this thing in a single salvo, that would get rid of the rest of the stability. Since if I remember correctly, these things still only have 100 points stability damage on them before toppling. I just gotta pay attention to how much I need to do to unsteady it. And they're both like high-skilled pilots, so I'm not gonna unsteady them with Medusa at least. And I want to reserve with you anyway. Since I kind of want you to shoot at point-blank range on these mechs and maximize damage potential. Alright, Kamiya, you're taking the hits. You're gonna keep taking those hits really damn well. You're braced. I don't know what skill set you have anymore, which really terrifies me for getting full potential out of you. And we do have vehicles coming down the road ready to shoot at us. If that large laser was any indication. Now, Crunch, I think I'm gonna have you sense lock the fire start making your way behind Kamiya. At least that way you can start moving forward and not be stuck on this ledge that you can't get down from. Now, priority has to be the fire starter, I think. At least of these two, since they're gonna it's gonna complicate things heavily if it starts getting its flamers on me.
Yep.
Now, Kamiya, I don't think it's worth you shooting at in case of a miss, but you also have really good gunnery skills, do you? Okay, don't tell me. Why you no do this?
Commander.
Yeah, you show me Medusa's skills, but you don't show me hers. I'm a little disappointed. What's the chance to hit currently? Ooh, you get really good chances to hit. Is that because I'm moving you there, or is that where you're currently able to hit? I will happily take that. I was worried it may be a bit harder to do. And maybe you can kill off our bulldog at the same time? Or is it a manticore? I can't remember. We'll find out in a moment. Now, multi-target up. Gotta remember that these are all currently target bulldog, which I don't want to do. Ooh, pulse lasers are really damn accurate too, so I want that. What kind of damage is still left on this thing? it still has tons of damage to still be done. So maybe I'll fire lasers on that, generates a lot of heat again, but it might kill it. Maybe not so much the fire starter with that said. And you have a lot of stability damage, so why not shoot the SRMs at you too? Maybe not. Let's maximize our hit chance some. At least it softens it up nicely if I don't kill it straight up. No stability, no internals sadly. I missed the big one that mattered most. If that autocan 20 had hit, that would have been amazing.
Inflicting heavy damage.
It would have destroyed the arm, it would have destroyed the torso from the overkill, and maybe got to the internals of the center torso. And then everything else would have hit it and killed it. So hang in there, Behemoth, you're taking the hits really well. I just wish I could deal with that LRM turret. Your armor's still perfectly fine with that said. Since I gave you a good amount extra to the spare tonnage we had to utilize. Medusa, gotta keep in mind your minimum range. You're gonna take a bit of stability damage if anyone decides to shoot at you though. So this could bite me in the ass really damn quickly, but thankfully the turret with the LRM's already shot.
Let's see.
And probably can't get a good shot on you anyway. Damn it! All my autocans are missing. That is unfortunate. The two weapons I want to hit most. Oh well.
Yes, Commander.
I guess I'm gonna get some redemption here. And keep in mind, this probably will cool me down so long as I don't fire the SRMs still. I need to remember not to fire the SRMs just in case. Even though it is mighty tempting, isn't it? Hell, I could stop. This would probably be better damage-wise, just not as accurate. Since I would love to hit the Eternals and destroy that torso, if at all possible. If not, just blow it up immediately. Finally, one of my projectiles actually hit. And not just the lasers.
Critical hit.
Still not dead, it didn't lose anything valuable sadly, but it's really sore everywhere. Ooh, breaching shot. It's a PPC a dang gunner with breaching shots. That's annoying.
Enough of these games, Kamea. Do you want to win little Alex back? Come and find me. We'll be waiting for you. Won't we, Lord Madeira?
Don't worry, we'll get him back.
I'm sorry, Kamea. I evaded capture for as long as I could.
That sound you just heard was his jaw, Kamea. It was every bit as fragile as I thought it would be. Consider this a promise kept from our first reunion.
I'm coming for you, Victoria. Do you hear me?
Communication terminated.
Well, someone's not happy. We're gonna have a really good time making him suffer, making him pay for this insolence. Although, oh, you're running away, but you have full evasion stack, which is not convenient for me. How's the best way to deal with you? If I can unsteady you with Medusa, that would be great, but what's the chances to hit? Not good. Unless I want a precision strike. Since how much stability damage do I need to do? If I'm remembering right, I need to do at least 40 stability damage. So 10, so it's not going to be enough there. Just too many of these missiles are going to miss anyway. So I think I'm just going to... I could always reserve anyway, see what happens. I could also have you kill this dang bulldog before it shoots. That might be more valuable right now.
Confirmed.
And then maybe Crunch will sensor lock the fire starter so we can finish off. Still need to deal with the dang turrets because they're irritating. But I will look forward to this. Perfect. There goes another large laser.
Vehicle.
And maybe I can just step on this locust if it decides to get any closer. But right now, the fire starter is still a big threat because of how easily it can negate or even shut down one of my mechs with the heat currently at, yeah, half maxed out there.
Scratched my armor.
Since it's what, 40 heat if all 4 of them would hit, and I don't even know
Have my attention.
how much heat that's currently at there. I want to shoot you though, but I need... You have sensor lock, but I would argue that's the worst use of a sensor lock. So instead, Crunch is going to do that. Makes that a little more tempting to shoot at. Now, oh yeah, I wanted to sensor lock. I forgot about that. Let's do that. We're getting lovely rear shots, so
Sensors locked on.
you being in the woods don't matter one bit.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Oh sure, return the favor, why don't you? That's fine. I will return it back even more so. And I don't even need to jump. I just need direct line of sight. And I maybe that's in range of SRMs if I feel it's necessary. It's more shots, more chances to hit. Yeah, I can hit with the SRMs, probably not worth it. So we'll just go with the high rollers.
Firing on rear arm.
Give me some good hits. Ah, miss with the large or the gauze, damn it.
Think I hit something.
It hit last time, but that would have made my life a lot easier since they were really damn high shots. Outside the autocan 20, I think. That was like a 65% chance, but it was still in my favor, damn it. We're still good. We're weathering that storm pretty well. Especially now that it's doing, what, indirect fire? Camilla, we don't care about your LRM-20 there, do we? I want you to get down and ready to push on forward some. For I suspect I know where we're going next. We just gotta clean this mess up. And I have 8 shots on autocan 20, which I argue is not worth it for this small fry. But I have no one else who could shoot right now, so let me kill it now while it's vulnerable. Thank you. Now, if only I had hit the first time,
Eliminated.
we wouldn't be having this discussion right now, Kimia.
Have a lock on me.
Sensor lock all you want, it does nothing. Ooh, here comes our PPC carrier. And a striker of some kind. Something with an LRM-10 anyway. Well, it can't be a striker, those things were like 35 tons. He's being moved, it looks like they're taking him to the most heavily reinforced directorate stronghold, oh boy. Miss Meir, I need you to pick us up and carry us to Alexander's APC. It's the only way we can reach him. I'm reading dozens of anti-aircraft guns and missile turrets around that stronghold. If I tried to fly you in, they'd blow me out of the sky. What are our options? If you take off at a dead sprint, you might be able to catch them. It'll be pretty dicey though. I'm seeing a lot of mechs scattered around you and Lord Madeira, and we'll have no time to retrieve the evidence that he's gathered. I hope you're not serious about saying the evidence can wait. We kind of need to pick it up, damn it. That intel is vital to our war efforts and is nearly in our grasp. I cannot risk the future of the Reach for one man. I need you to give me the coordinates of Lord Madeira's dead drop. Forgive me, Alexander, but your rescue will have to wait. Yeah, and chances are he's going to suffer the same fate as what happened to... damn it, I can't remember what the veteran's name was at the beginning there. Who was just tortured and starved to death.
Every fiber of my being is screaming at me to not abandon Lord Madeira. To drop everything and rescue him, as I know he'd rescue me. In leaving him, I betray myself.
It's the right call. And it's what he wanted you to do. For your people.
But Alexander...
He'll live. Have faith in that and press on. It's the only thing you can do.
It is the right choice to make, it's just not the easy choice to make. Without a doubt. Now, do I want a vigilance? Because this gives me vision of those targets for everyone else, which is a must, but it leaves me vulnerable to a lot of firepower. And I only see one of the vehicles if I go down there, so... vigilance is a must to kind of mitigate a lot of the damage on Medusa. Since he's going to be standing out in the open for everyone to shoot at. But without a doubt, these are our priorities. Huh, I thought there was a PPC carrier. I'm a little bit disappointed. Oh well, I could still shoot them. Well, not really, I could... which is the bigger threat, large laser or PPC? Probably the PPC. Never mind the fact there's an LRM-10 on that thing too. So it's still worth it. Where are you going? Hey, don't run away on me. That's a dickish move. That is a very dickish move. The AI is getting smarter, outside the fact that they left their fire starter to get shot in the ass repeatedly.
Reading you loud and clear.
And can I get in direct line sight? I can. Let's finish this thing off quickly.
Confirmed.
Try to, anyway. I think only the large lasers in the 20 is going to get to shoot it, though. Let's find out. Yep, only thing can shoot, but that thing has a lot of armor on the front, so it's going to take a little bit of work to kill it. It's the only thing I have a good chance of hitting, so why the hell not? Perfect, all the LRMs hit.
They've got a lock on me.
Best salvo I could hit with there. And Medusa's sensor locked. It's a good thing I braced with him, or vigilance. Now Crunch. Well, actually, I may sprint with you to get in closer and maybe melee the damn locust. Let's use Behemoth to try and kill off this final tank. What's my arc looking like, though? Still the front arc, so there's a good chance I might kill it if the Gauss rifle and then the lasers all hit the same spot. So that is the plan there. 90s all around. SRMs can't hit anything, so continue cooling down and murder that Manticore. Come on, laser, did you hit it? Thank you. This almost sounds like Halo music a little bit. I don't know how loud the background sounds are for this game when I transferred over on YouTube, or even right now, but it's sounding vaguely Halo-ish, and I am liking it a little bit. It's just a little more muted for me so I can listen to myself talk, which is not a reassuring thing, I promise you. I kind of want to sprint, I'm not gonna lie, although sprinting does absolutely nothing for me. With that said, I literally go no closer with the sprint. Well, that's not true, I go one space closer. Is it worth it? No. But I guess I'm gonna resort to moving forward and trying to shoot. Since sense lock on you is completely pointless, you're the last move. So we'll do some light shots and avoid generating heat for when we really mean to do damage. Good hits there, for something that's fragile, mind you. And I think this is the standard one. Yeah, the standard one with all the armor. Oh, there's the PPC Curie I was afraid of. Ow, 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 ow. I wasn't wrong about that thing. It's just when I decide to forget about it is when it decides to show up and shoot me in the face. Now I just gotta spot it and then snipe it with my Highlander some more. Oh, please shoot it, Medusa. That was the reason I had him braced to begin with.
Is that all you got?
Oh, don't laugh yet. They still got a PPC Curie to shoot at you. And you can get force, evasion, and I kind of want to shoot and kill that thing as quickly as possible.
Position confirmed.
Screw the Bulldog. What are we looking at for hit chance, though? Good hits on everything. There is always a slight chance you could kill it, but you need to hit everything on the right spot. I don't know if that did it. It was close, though. I don't know how much internals you had, but it was close. That might warrant Lady Arano just doing a multi-target to kill it with the 20.
My armor's getting ripped off.
Oh, now you complain. See? I told you not to get cocky.
I'm listening.
This is what happens. So, Lady Arano, this is your job. Maybe I fire ER large. I think the 20 can do it just fine. Just to do my math properly, let's see what the precision chance to hits is. 35%. That's good enough for an LRM 20 for crying out loud, but how many hits do I need? I need to hit with like 5 of them. I'll fire a large laser just in case on that thing. Oh yeah, and I don't even want to shoot you, you're kind of pointless. Autocan, the Autocan 20 could almost kill you. Well, it can. Ooh, so close on the side. Not even on the rear, no. I'm not even going to bother with the Autocan 20, preserve our ammo in case. Everything's on the Bulldog. Like I said, I'll fire a single ER large just in case on the carrier.
Splitting fire.
just to make sure that thing dies. And we hit the armor, sadly. Wasn't worth it. But the LRM salvo certainly was. Now, how does our bulldog do?
They've got a
Sensor lock all you want there. I'm not afraid of you.
standing by.
Now, this locust is damn tempting. I also get line of sight of that ship, that turret there, which I need to be mindful of. You have to make me choose, don't you? Although you can only shoot with 2 large lasers, which I shouldn't get cocky about.
Receiving you.
Let's try and kill off this turret. It's got a lot of armor, mind you. Ooh, I have to recover Alexander's data, but where the hell is the data? I'm trying to find indicators. Oh, it's way up there, is it? Okay. So we have to push that way anyway. Which means we're going to fight through these turrets. I was kind of wondering if there was any point to fight these turrets or not. That answers my question, since I'm going to be running right by them for the next few turns. You are tempting, I'm not going to lie. But you are more tempting. I just got to make sure you die is the only catch for it to really be worth it. There. That's like 160 damage right there, just about. And I don't think Crunch can kill it. Oh boy, Medusa is under a lot of flack. At least he doesn't have a special autocannon 5 on him. So if that dies, I don't really care too much. His Eternals are about to get exposed on the torso though. Can't quite hit with the medium lasers. And you're the last move. So sadly that probably did not pay off for me, the Gambit.
Copy that.
So to take out my frustration, although I'm just realizing poor Crunch has a lot of stability damage still. Never mind, she cleared out like 2 bars of that. Fire everything on this thing. Maybe the PPC. Definitely overkill, I would argue. Oh, that was a crazy display of laser light show, pyrotechnics. It wasn't even look like you were aiming at the target with it, like a 10-degree arc of laser fire. And I don't even think, well, it may have already hit internals, but it didn't seem like it did a whole lot of damage, sadly. Ow! At least it didn't cause a critical hit on my weaponry, at least. Because those things are supposed to be good at doing internal damage, I believe. Or at least they get a big bonus to it. 50% bonus. Again, I just don't know what the normal chance is to get a critical hit. And I could punch you. I could also step on you. Gotta be mindful. I think this is where I vigilance just in case for you, Medusa. Just for your own safety.
Moving out.
Deal with our bulldog. Goodbye. Good riddance. No way you're surviving 180 points of damage. As we learned, that's like the perfect damage to one-shot Demolisher. And it came in good effect there too for me the one time I tried it. It was tenuous since I think it literally came down to 1 movement space to just barely get in melee range. But it paid off nicely in that regard. And that's back when the missions were actually challenging. This one, I'm going to suffer a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. And thankfully, we have been avoiding headshots or hits on the HUD, but I just jinxed myself now, didn't I? Let's not kid ourselves, I probably jinxed myself. And I would love to shoot this Locust. Maybe I should have gone with Crunch first, well, Crunch could just melee that thing. Why do I even care? And you cool down nicely and probably just kill this thing. Do it. Kill it. Kill it. 1 less turret down. And maybe if I kill this Locust, they won't be able to shoot me. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? They'll probably sensor lock with the other turret. Ow, 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 ow. I'm not I have no idea what kind of turret that is that has that many LRMs. But we're about to find out in a moment. And I kind of want to step on you. It's too tempting not to step on you. And what Eternals is this, the right side? So going over here is a terrible idea. With that said, maybe.
Aye, aye.
Kill ourselves a locust, please. Thank you. It went through the right arm, hit the right torso. Oh. And to add insult to injury, we shot him some more. Sadly, I can't shoot the turrets, but they can't shoot me at least.
What's up, boss?
For now. Now I can, but the LRM turret already went. Can I spot that for next turn, so maybe I can kill it off? Since I don't care so much about these things. It's possible, yeah, I probably will kill this right now, because I'm getting like a 50% damage boost because of these triple plus SRM6s. They are really damn nice right now, I gotta say. I'm just not utilizing them to their best of their ability. Holy crap!
One left.
They certainly did work there. They did really damn good work. That's like 72 damage per SRM6 after all. What are these things? Oh, turret generators. Oh, it's convenient I learn about you now. Not that it really matters, I suppose. I'm probably just going to sense lock that turret. Since I need to recover the data. Oh, I need everyone over there. That's what the 04 meant. I was confused when I looked at that earlier, what the 04 meant. It just means we have to get everyone over there. I was wondering, if there's 4 pieces of data. This mission's going to take a while, even though it's supposed to be in one spot. Oh, it's just a heavy LRM turret. I was thinking for some reason it was a Calliope, but that thing's a little more advanced. And I think it had like ER weapons on it, which wouldn't be in this timeline anyway. Behemoth, I think I'd just have you shoot and maybe kill this thing off. Nah, you're not likely to kill it off, but shoot anyway. What the hell was that gauze aiming for? I want my one shot back. That was a bad display for something that's perfectly still. I've been giving you these gunnery skills for a reason, damn it. Well, I guess that means Kamiya has to deal with this. I was thinking maybe I could sprint with her. But I think we're good.
I'm moving out.
Hell, with what we've seen so far on this mission, there wasn't even anything that was really terrifying. It was just a lot of long-range fire that was whittling me down. It's really
Discharging
the
weapon.
only thing that's scary there. So I could have gotten away with this with a bunch of heavy mechs in all seriousness. And something a lot more faster. I was wondering if I went with light mechs earlier, like I said, maybe if I intercepted and killed off the escorts, maybe I would not have to worry about that. But thankfully, I was proven wrong. That I don't need that. Let's get going. Everyone sprint up forward.
On my way.
Let's get this mission done and see what our next plan of attack is. Let's hit the Directorate where it hurts, which is with their alliance with the Taurians. The sad truth is, since we killed that one Taurian son,
I'll do what you ask.
I don't think he's going to be willing to back off, even if this evidence is incriminating enough.
Affirmative.
So the Taurians are not out of the equation just yet, with that said. No. We're still going to be waiting a few turns, since everyone's going to be waiting for Kamiya, but at least I could get some assurances there's nothing here to screw me over, right? That's what it looks like anyway.
Confirmed.
And they don't know where the data is, so...
Position confirmed.
Well, aside for a random patrol showing up, I don't think I have anything to worry about. I wonder if they even know why Madeira was, or Alexander was here, since they never mention anything about the intel. So this might really bite them in the ass if it's as incriminating as it should be.
Location confirmed.
I'm excited to see what it is. I just worry it requires some decoding, which means doing some more regular contract work.
Sounds good. I'm moving.
So one more turn is I think we need to do.
Roger.
Let's finish this up.
On
Kamiya,
my way.
take us home, why don't you? With your
Location
slow-ass
confirmed.
100-ton mech, that didn't really take a whole lot of damage, I'm afraid to say. It wasn't really needed here. Retrieving the data now. Commander, I'm going to ask you to stay near the relay until upload's finished. Oh boy. Keep it protected, you know the drill. And just a heads up, you got enemy reinforcements on the way. And here I tell you, we're done, damn it. So we have a master tactician there in the 25-ton Locust. Well, actually, the Locust is a 20-tonner. And what do we have to do? Oh, we just have to defend ourselves. If they're just throwing... Ooh, boy, there's a lot of targets here. Medusa, you're taking a little bit of flack. And I need to keep you safe, because you're the one most at risk there. Right now, especially with your rear completely exposed to the hunchback. Please don't see me, please don't see me. It's the game being a dick again, let's not kid ourselves. Since Medusa was here for like 3 turns it felt like, and saw nothing. Or maybe Medusa's just bad at his job, or bad at his job. I never thought about that before. Maybe I should fire him. Find someone else that's more capable of scouting for me. Because right now, well, they're all medium mechs to be fair. Nothing initiative 1, so I just reserve and save Medusa for last, maybe.
Yes, I hear you.
And I get direct line of sight shot. That Enforcer is tempting. I think I use Medusa just to sense lock, maybe get out of the hell out of the way. His movement position's awful though. But at least his laser arms and torso is still decently armored, so he should be okay. So I think that's the plan. Sensor lock, maybe even precision strike that damn Enforcer. And I'm hoping this was the Enforcer. It's a 50 turn, so it might as well be.
Locked on.
Tell me what you need.
I don't... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm probably not in range of the Autocan 20, so maybe this is all a fruitless endeavor. Yeah, it's fruitless. It was tempting at first, but not really worth it. So Kamiya, you just stay there. And we'll fire the LRM 20 for maximum effect. I could precision strike, but that's kind of pointless when I already got basically, well, almost max chance to hit. Still hit with like almost all the LRMs though. Gotta keep in mind these mechs 55 tonner. And they're all braced, so this doesn't help me much. So I think I brace with everyone. And protect. It's a shame you don't have Master Tactician. That would have been really nice for you. And damn it, your sprinting is pointless. You are literally moving nowhere useful. I want you to block the shots for Medusa, maybe. This is not working out well. Oh well, I still got PPC with your name on it. It's just not going to be as effective, I'm afraid to say. Ooh, and did you took eternal damage, did you? Yes, you did. Thankfully, nothing too serious to worry about. And Behemoth, you can cover... You could sort of cover... Medusa's ass some. You just don't have breaching rounds and they're all gonna shoot. And I think I bulwark with you too. I don't think this is actually gonna help me because they're still probably gonna be able to see you. Or still be able to get clear line of sight on Medusa. So we'll do another bulwark. Start killing this Enforcer. Although I can't actually see the Enforcer, so that was a big mistake there, I suppose. This Commando will still take a lot of damage when these hit. Once they're no longer braced, this should be a lot easier. That's the laser variant, isn't it? Yep, it's the laser variant. Still scary though, but that thing will run hot really quickly after it fires its first round. I want to hope anyway. But if they're all hunchbacks, I might be a bit screwed a little bit. Just because of the sheer amount of firepower they could have and the fact that they're going to outnumber me. And they're going to basically be able to brute force their way into close combat. For the salvo that's about to come out. Yeah, I saw that coming. A single shot. Yeesh, you weren't very optimistic about your chances, were you? I think this thing needs to die, though. Autocan 10. Ooh, Thunderbolt. Master Tactician? 2 Master Tacticians, I guess. Oh. I was rather fond of that autocannon, since I kind of need it for this fight. I guess that settles it. Maybe I should downgrade the LRM or replace it for the SRMs just to have extra armor. Since this can be more of a problem, constantly being vulnerable to losing my mech's armor. A little bit too quickly. So I think that might be my plan after this mission. Don't worry, you're fine. You're probably just gonna have to sense lock with that said. So Hunchback is the big scare. Destroy the torso is the priority target, and Behemoth can easily do that with a jump jet. It's a question of,
Got a sensor.
can anyone else follow up on that shot?
Receiving you.
Since this will make Behemoth a little more easier to avoid damage. Am I already on the arc? I was kind of wondering if I could brace as well. She's gonna dodge most of this fire, I think, anyway, since I'm already in optimum range. Well, I am in range of the SRMs at least. That's mainly what this is telling me. She's just not gonna have her brace, so we gotta be cautious. And this is a good opportunity for precision strike. Kill this torso for good measure.
Here it
Make my life easier. Oh, you had to hit the arm with that dang gauze, didn't you? I think. Yeah, you had to hit the damn arm.
Solid connection on that one.
So my called shot didn't... Well, called shot was still really damn effective with that said. It's probably not as effective as it could have been. And you sadly are on the front arc. Oh, wait. I have to stay on this data, I gotta keep mine, so that's kind of Kamiya's job. Let's fire everything. This is gonna run really hot. Oh, 65% chances to hit. That's not really worth it. At least not enough with all the lasers, so
Aye, aye.
just fire some. Maybe kill a torso? Nah. Okay, we did get it. There goes all your firepower, thankfully.
Solid connection on that one.
Now, Kamiya needs to stay in this area, I think. Since I only have to survive for 3 turns, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this.
Reading you loud and
Will this
clear.
countdown now have all 4 mechs out of the damn thing? I'm not honestly certain. And that annoys me to a vague extent. Kamiya, without a doubt, is staying here. Hell, she may not move to keep her brace. Fire everything, try and kill him off, and we'll see
Eliminating hostile.
if this was a mistake or not. Just back it up with everyone into a better position. You're unsteady. Nothing was destroyed, sadly.
Sense you'd retreat.
So that's my entire turn, sadly. So that did not count down. I need to bring everyone back in there, goddammit. Which means I probably should just eject with Medusa now, with that said, possibly. Since then it'll say 1 of 3, and he won't be at risk of dying, with that said. I think that might be what I have to do. I can at least take these hits really well. Hell, I could kill all these mechs, possibly. Possibly. Since there's only 1 heavy, a good handful of lights that I can literally just step on with the Atlas if they get too close. And I would like them to shoot my rear a tiny bit to at least get value out of it for this mission. If Forcer, you're about dead. But the plan stays the same. We need everyone back in there, I guess. So Medusa's just going to do a smart thing and save himself. And I'm going to have to seriously revamp his armor some if I'm going to use him as a heavy scout. Shadowhawk, you're a recon. I still got good armor. I don't really care if Kamiya loses components since I'm not going to benefit off that anyway.
With a glancing blow.
Let's just try to minimize the torso getting destroyed too quickly, though. Priority. Hunchback. Well, Hunchback's almost pointless now. It only got, what,
A hard hit.
2 lasers on it now? Maybe only 1? Yeah, small laser and medium laser. That thing is effectively out. I need to eject with Medusa, but at least let's have him in the objective before I eject. Just in case something bugs out. Since he's likely gonna suffer a lot of problems if they all decide to shoot at him. He's not really all that useful. He could still melee the lights. Maybe I brace with them. We'll give them a turn and maybe draw some of that fire. Since all the components on there are replaceable anyway. Since I already lost the autocannon 5+ on that I could have had for this thing. Again, you're useless. We don't care about you anymore. Until you decide to melee us, that is. Behemoth, you're going to take a bit of hits, but we're going to have to bring you back in. Crunch.
Ready for orders.
You could melee this. You're not going to kill it, but you could melee it. In all honesty, I'd rather you deal with our friend there. And you get 2 evasion stacks. I'd rather you deal with the Enforcer in all seriousness.
Heading out.
I gotta be mindful that thing's gonna melee us next turn, so it still needs to be taken seriously. Since that's what, 80, 90 points of damage it could do? It's a bit of a threat. And your 2 evasion stacks are annoying. I'm gonna take the shot anyway, since it is only 1 evasion stack, but I might do a good amount of damage in the process. Gotta be mindful, chances to hit aren't the best, so gotta manage my heat a little bit. Oh, SRMs weren't the best chance to hit either, so maybe I should not use them.
Yes, I hear you.
Kamiya, you can hit everything, just about. That Hunchback has 3 evasion stacks, which is annoying. You can shoot the Thunderbolt too. So a multi-target is going to be handy here in this regard. Oh, you can't shoot an autocannon at the thing. I was excited for a moment, but I guess not. Let's manage the heat. Main thing, manage the heat, see what we can fire. Just cool down a bit. I guess we're not going to fire the ER larges anytime soon, at least for the rest of this battle. So it looks like. But maybe you cripple something on... Well, you're just firing LRMs. You're not likely to kill anything on that Enforcer. But knocking it down would be nice. Got the autocannon hit. That I'm happy with.
Orders.
Now, Behemoth. I have a little choice but to kind of put you in there. How's your armor looking like? You still got good amount of armor. I may just melee this cursed thing. The only problem is it's still really damn strong. Not likely to kill it. Yeah, melee hit it all. It's just not going to do crap. So I'm weary about being melee. That's going to snowball out of control quickly. If I'm not smart about this. I am in the woods though, so make my life easier and massacre this thing then. I have 5 shots on the gauze. Is it worth shooting with? I need to start managing and killing off some of these things. And the gauze generates like no heat anyway, so it's worth firing.
Confirmed.
Good hit there. There goes the torso. Can you kill it? Please kill it. There. Hunchback is pretty much useless aside from the melee it's about to do to us.
Follow me.
Enforcer's gone. Now we could turn our attention maybe to this Thunderbolt some more. But we need to start meleeing these light mechs since they're going to negate my brace. Which is going to be a bit of a problem since I'm relying on that a lot. And Medusa's going to take a little bit of hits here.
Got past my armor.
Thunderbolt. Oh, that's the Thunderbolt there. I was wondering if that was Medusa's. Hey, Jenner, you're scary, but I'm braced. You're also an easy kill if I can hit you.
I'm hit.
Gotta be very mindful. I think Medusa should eject next turn. Oh, you're multi-targeting. That's fine. I didn't like that evasion stack anyway. But how's your health looking? Yeah, you could die if they decide to focus fire on you. They could. Since all you're doing is bracing anyway. And meleeing these light mechs outside the area is probably a bad idea anyway. Yeah, they're all going to shoot at me. Oh yeah, this is the new turn. I forgot about that. To a slight extent.
That's your best shot.
No, you were just a recon pile, so please stand still. Aww. I would have loved to be able to shoot you. So you have ace piloting and sensor locks, what that tells me. I could potentially melee you. It's not a terrible idea right now. Ooh, and the hunchback didn't even melee me. That was a waste of your turn there, buddy. I am thankful for it, since I don't want to deal with you and your melee potential. Ow.
Oh, damn it.
You hit the leg.
Hit me in the meat.
I'm gonna have to eject him now,
You
if I want to keep him alive. Yeah, he took 2 pile injuries there. He took a lot of damage for me at least. So that's the 1 plus.
Roger that. I'm punching out.
So you are safe. I would love to punch you. I could potentially punch the hunchback, but I think that's better for someone else. And I think I have vigilance with Kamiya. And this helps her cool down for later on. Do I have vigilance with her? Only thing I'm not sure of yet. But then again, if they melee, it doesn't really matter, does it? What do I kill if I melee this thing? It's not quite enough to destroy any of the side torsos on their own. It does, well, it ignores the brace. I need to start killing these things off anyway, and I'm gonna vigilance just in case. Since she needs to live after all.
I'm on my way.
So we're gonna put all our effort into keeping her alive. Now punch her. Hit something good, maybe the HUD. That was anything but the HUD. That was not the mech at all. And what was that? That was, I don't know what the chance was to hit. I wasn't actually looking because I knew it was like an 85-90% chance to hit. So that really stinks. Now, Behemoth, I'd like you to move away from the hunchback for good measure. And continue damaging this Thunderbolt some. At least that way the hunchback can't melee us and actually be useful in this fight. I'm hoping. You're gonna run really hot, but I can manage that, right? Yep, just turn off 2 of my weapons will negate that easily.
Roger that.
Fire! Miss with the large. Give me something juicy, though. No internal damage. It's close, but it didn't matter. And hopefully this keeps me safe from the hunchback. Gotta keep shooting that, Ooh, you can't even see a damn thing. I'm just realizing. You're obscured a tiny bit, but we'll fire a PPC. Just keep away from this cursed thing. For now. Miniature Heat will fire some SRMs for effect. Maybe an extra stability damage to it as well. Since if you weren't unsteady before, you are now. Now, one more turn we have to survive, which sadly I missed out on a little bit because I decided to walk on out. Oh, that was mighty nice of you. Just let the evasion stack soak. Although Behemoth's going to take a bit of a beating, but her armor's still relatively well intact. And I would love to kill that Jenner, since that's kind of the scariest of the light mech right now. At least of all the light mechs. So I would love to kill you, so get into border for me. Well, that's kind of close enough. I'm just wondering if it's worth meleeing again, since the last time failed so spectacularly. Since I believe we still need to kind of kill these things, don't we? If we're going to complete the mission. So just staying in here for 3 turns probably doesn't matter. Thunderbolt's almost gone. Still gotta keep in mind the dang hunchback. Evasion stacks are doing this thing though. So it's paying off for Behemoth at least. And I think I could kill the commando. I could just walk on it. I lose my evasion stacks. Oh, DFA. DFA's in it. Ow. You dick. There goes my brace. Thankfully, they got rid of that after everything else moved. So I'm thankful in that regard. Crunch has taken a lot of flack. I'm kind of okay with it for now. And you vigilance there, Camilla.
Yes, I hear you.
What was the chance to hit? 95% I missed. God damn you. And you still have plenty of rear armor. And what side is this? The right torso. So that would leave you exposed a little bit to the Thunderbolt. But then again, you're exposed to everything. Everything could basically kill your poor little Autocan 20. But at least this one has promise to actually kill a damn mech. Sort of. Oh, your rear would actually be exposed to the Thunderbolt, which might be okay.
Acknowledged.
It's 50 points of armor that the Thunderbolt's gonna have to get through. Give me the money. You can't miss twice, right?
Going hand to hand.
I killed the leg, which sadly didn't really amount to anything fruitful. I wanted to kill the torso, which we didn't even kill that either, just because of the sheer amount of damage that melee should have done. How much damage did it do? It almost killed it.
Standing by.
I don't think I want to melee it again, with that said. Behemoth, how does this warrant you going forward? Because I want you to keep shooting and crippling this thing, although it's probably not worth it anymore, is it? Especially if you can get behind this thing. No, you can't get behind. You could get so close to behind it, but... We're going to complete the objective after this turn anyway. I'm just wondering how to best prioritize this.
Receiving you.
I think we just killed a Jenner. No questions asked, and at least try to. At least get rid of some of this crap, especially the ones with the dangerous weapons.
Into it.
Or dangerous amount of weaponry. Damn it. 2 melee attempts, it's still alive.
That hit something good.
That is always annoying. Behemoth could stand still, though.
Yes, Commander.
Just gotta be mindful what would she take the most flack from. Probably, it's really just a hunchback that's the least scary here. So turn, get your brace, see if this commander shoots you, melees you or not. And see if you can cripple something off this cursed thing, because you're gonna start running hot. Give me something good. That was not it.
Reporting.
The jump jet does not count, sadly. We got the objective done, but are we out? What happens? She's mocking us now. I thought that you would do anything for each other. Yeah, don't worry, we'll be back. We were back. I will make him suffer. Oh boy. I know what I'm abandoning him to. Alexander's more courageous than either of us, and if you hurt him, I will kill you myself. I swear that on my father's name.
Mission successful.
Hopefully we're able to rescue him at some point. Here's hoping. But do we get a cinematic now? I think maybe we get a cinematic. Let's see. Aw, no cinematic yet. We get a lot of money, but is the information worth it is the big question. Since Medusa kind of had to punch on out. So again, I think the plan is ultimately to get rid of the LRM-10 and make room for some armor, downgrade to an SRM-6 just for the armor account, I believe. That's starting to become a bit of a liability, just because I'm losing my autocan relatively easily when he starts taking a lot of flack. So I don't want that. Ooh, autocan of 10. I don't know what mech I currently have that uses that though. Triple plus large laser, yes. What else? That's good. Don't think I care about crid. Double plus PPC. I already got 2 triple plus SRM6s, so I'm good on that for Behemoth at least. Give me something. No unique components, sadly. This will do. We got a bunch of PPCs though. The large laser and the medium laser pluses. Good. I guess I'll do. I guess I was wrong about this mission seeming too easy. When they decided to throw 8 mechs at us that somehow we didn't see. That were well within combat range as soon as they appeared. And well, that's not annoying, because poor Medusa was like in the worst spot almost possible there for him. The only thing that could have gone worse was if he was directly on the opposite side, where the Thunderbolts in them were. And there is a cinematic. Aw, I like that they got that subtle animation there for the tears. For what would otherwise be a still image. Nice subtle touch there. Now, is this worth it is the big question. Have you got that archive cracked open? And I want to know it now, yeah. There's a lot here. Ledgers, spreadsheets, cost analysis, and a single hollow file. I recognize the coding on that file. My father authorized his archivist in House Madeira to install a hollow recording system in Arano Palace before his death. It was meant to preserve an ongoing record of important diplomatic events. The system must still be active, and Alexander's family had access to it. Let's see what we lost Madeira for. Let's see if it was worth it. Here goes. I understand your hesitancy there, daughter. It is a difficult thing, what I'm asking you to do. But this galaxy is a hard and uncaring place. If our director is to thrive, we must be even harder. I have no qualms about killing for the greater good of the Directorate, father, but this... Please help me understand. Show me the wisdom in carrying out this attack, because I cannot see it myself. Broaden your perspective there, Victoria. Think beyond the reach, beyond the periphery. Our director is growing stronger, but we must stand among giants to successor states. We are nothing, a tin-pot dictatorship in a galactic backwater, to be ignored or crushed as they please. If we are to survive in the long term, we need a strong ally, but we have nothing to offer in return. We cannot change our circumstances. The reach is comparatively small and poor, and that is how it will remain. What we can do is shift the political balance of the periphery. By engineering conflict, we can give ourselves value. As a buffer state and an ally of convenience. Oh boy, this is starting to lead up towards that incident with Davion, isn't it now? It feels like it. And by doing this, to position, you'll create the conflict you seek. What is this? Huh, so... I'm just wondering, is this the place... Did they actually cause that, huh? Yes, your target is a port city that serves as the primary supplier of Perdition's aerospace bases, a chemical strike that will look like a backdoor attempt to undermine Calderon's military readiness. He'll assume that the method of attack was chosen for the purpose of plausible deniability, and when he points his fingers to House Davion in response, I will quietly approach him with an offer of support. Well, I guess that confirms that, and if this embroils us in a war with the Federate Suns, it won't. Calderon won't strike without proof, and despite his fears to the contrary, the periphery is beneath Hans Davion's notice. We'll be the Condor-style partners in a Cold War that never goes hot, and the Reach will grow stronger than it ever could on its own. And if our attacks fails, if I'm caught, then our Directorate will perish, and us along with it. But an action isn't an option, Victoria. An alliance built on a lie is better than no alliance at all, and a Directorate cannot survive indefinitely in a vacuum. I cannot trust a task this sensitive to any mercenary. It has to be done with someone who truly loves the Reach, and who understands the price of failure. I don't enjoy ordering you to do this, but I am trying to accomplish in 5 years what House Arano should have done across a span of 3 lifetimes. To safeguard the Reach on such a short timetable, risks must be taken and sacrifices have to be made. It almost sounds like he knew the clan invasion was coming, but really, it's the successor states he's thinking of. He's so narrow-minded, isn't he? Show me that you are the defender of the realm that I know you to be, and accept this terrible responsibility, not for me, but for our people, for the Reach. I understand, Father, and I'll do what you ask, for the glory of the Reach. So we found our evidence. Gods, it doesn't even matter what else is in the archive. With this, we can turn the Taurians against the Directorates. Yeah, and the Taurians will probably destroy everything that we're trying to reclaim, too. That's something you need to think on, huh? Protector Calderon will want Espinosa's head on a plate. We lost Alexander for this information, let's make use of it. The question is how, because I am worried about the retribution that the Taurians might do. I'll mark the evidence with my personal seal and send it to the Taurian government. When they respond, we'll find out whether all of this was worth it. In the meantime, we need to focus on getting Lord Madeira back. So it's going to be tricky. He's probably still alive. I think they will want to torture him rather than make it quick and painless. The question is, which one of these two do I pick? I don't think bargaining is even worth it unless Lady Rana wants to sacrifice herself. That's the only way to bargain would even work, would it? So we'll suggest he's probably on a throne world, but if we move on Coral Madeira directly, the Directorate's naval fleet will attack our flanks from the base on Taurian. If, on the other hand, we attack and liberate House Parada, there'll be nothing that my uncle can do to prevent us from invading Coral Madeira. We'll have him by the throat. I'll take my leave of you now, did I? I have my allies to rally and an army to marshal. So it's starting to kill me. Somebody help. It's starting to die on me. And it's only an hour and a half, too, which is kind of sad. It seems my voice is getting worse the more we do this, huh? Or I'm just talking too much louder. That might be why. The Restoration will summon you when our forces have been assembled for the assault. Although, not having water here might be part of my problem, too. My throat might be going dry, so I'm going to have to correct that. But, arguably, this is worth it. I'm just worried about the Taurians' response. And we'll keep doing our thing until we receive your summons. So back to guerrilla work, huh? If we're going to stage an assault on Taurian, we're going to need all the firepower we can muster. You all know what that means. Let's get to it. Well, I have some work to do. Ooh, what's this? Pay informant in our event. When she disembarks from her Taurian shore leave, Behemoth trots right over to you and Darius. Commander Romeo and I were out drinking and a local mech warrior boss around. He started asking about our company, but not like he's looking for a job, more like he wants to know about you. Uh-oh. A mercenary spy. Okay, Darius prods her. Go on, you're not in trouble. Cut to the end. Well, he's offered us money for information about any more work we do in the system. I blew him off and left. Let's see. Who's Romeo? Oh, that's... Okay, so that's a mercenary you can hire, I suppose. So, let's see. He's a criminal, he's dishonest, he's a Taurian, which might explain. I wonder if one of those traits is the reason he was selected. I'm curious. Oh, he was... Oh, never mind. He's part of my roster now, that's why. Never mind. That's why says he's been employed for... Monitor him and fire him if it's true. Huh. Feed him false information. Monitor him and fire him if it's true. Huh. I will monitor him, just in case. Let's see. He's either lost his nerve or decided against it. Either way, I think we're okay. I can deal with low spirits. Low spirits is fine. So we evaded up there. I could have fed him false information, but I don't think that would have been worth it either. Nonetheless, I think I'm going to end it off here. We'll progress more in the story there. And it sounds like we're getting relatively close to the, at least... Ooh, what's this? The prisoner. This almost sounds like our mission. But it's the only mission I have available here. And ooh boy, it's a tough one too, apparently. I'm going to have to take a look at that. At first I thought maybe this was my story mission, just appearing all of a sudden. Nonetheless, I think we're done here. I'm going to have to seriously refit my dragon and make it useful. And you took some eternal damage, but nothing serious. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone for watching. Maybe the campaign is not all that interesting now since we are outdated with all the mods that enhance this gameplay, but I really am curious to finish up this campaign and enjoy the process along the way. And I'm itching to at least give BattleTech or something like one of those high quality mods a try, if only briefly.